Imagine this, you keep running into the same problems, meeting the same kinds of people, feeling the same emotions, and making the same mistakes over and over again. You tell yourself, maybe it's just bad luck. But what if it's not luck? What if it's your shadow pulling the strings from the dark corners of your mind? Every one of us carries a hidden side, the side we don't want others to see, the side we often refuse to acknowledge, even to ourselves. Today, we're diving into one of the most profound and transformative ideas in modern psychology, shadow work, a concept introduced by the legendary Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung. This isn't just about psychology, it's about truth, about meeting the parts of yourself you've spent your life running from. To understand shadow work, we have to begin with Jung himself, a visionary thinker who dared to go beyond Freud's theories and explore the mysteries of the human soul. Jung believed that the human psyche is like an iceberg. The small part visible above the surface is the conscious mind, our thoughts, choices, and everyday awareness. But beneath the water lies a vast, mysterious world, the unconscious. It contains everything we've forgotten, everything we've repressed, and everything we've denied about who we are. And within that deep sea of the unconscious lies the shadow, the hidden side of our personality, the collection of traits we reject, hide, or judge as unacceptable. When we were children, we were innocent, raw, and whole. We laughed loudly and cried freely and expressed whatever we felt. But as we grew up, we were taught what's good and what's bad. We learned that anger is dangerous, sadness is weakness, jealousy is ugly, and desire is shameful. Slowly, piece by piece, we began to hide those emotions away. That anger, into the shadow. That fear, into the shadow. That selfish impulse, that envy, that insecurity, all buried in the dark. We created a mask, what Jung called the persona, the version of ourselves we present to the world. The polite, composed, acceptable version. But the parts that don't fit into that mask don't disappear. They simply go underground. They become the shadow. And from there, they continue to influence our behavior, our choices, and even our relationships, without us realizing it. Now here's the twist. The shadow isn't evil. It's not your enemy. It's simply the side of you that you've abandoned. For example, maybe you see yourself as a kind and compassionate person, but deep down you have moments of rage or envy. Maybe you take pride in being logical and disciplined, but beneath that, there's a wild, creative, emotional, self-craving freedom. Maybe you think of yourself as humble, but secretly you hunger for power or recognition. None of these qualities are wrong, they're just unacknowledged. Jung said that if we fail to confront our shadow, it will control us from the dark. We project it onto others, seeing in them the flaws we cannot admit in ourselves. You know that intense dislike you sometimes feel towards certain people? When someone irritates you for no clear reason? That's often your shadow speaking. It's saying that person is showing you something you've buried inside. Projection is one of the shadow's favorite tricks. We project our unwanted emotions onto the people around us. If we've suppressed anger, we call others aggressive. If we've buried jealousy, we see others as envious. If we've denied our pride, we accuse others of arrogance. It's like looking into a mirror and thinking the reflection is the problem. Jung once said, everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. When we start to see our reactions as mirrors, life becomes the greatest teacher. So what exactly is shadow work? It's the process of turning inward and bringing these hidden parts of ourselves into the light of awareness. It's not about becoming perfect or pure, it's about becoming whole. Jung believed that real growth doesn't come from chasing the light, but from embracing the dark. He called this lifelong journey individuation, the process of becoming your true, integrated self. When we face our shadow, we reclaim the power and energy we've wasted on suppression. We stop being ruled by unconscious habits. We stop repeating the same painful patterns. And most importantly, we learn to live from awareness, not avoidance. But let's be real, shadow work is not easy. It's uncomfortable. It's raw. It's facing your shame, your fear, your guilt, your deepest insecurities. It's looking in the mirror and admitting, I have hurt people. I have lied. I have been jealous. I have acted out of fear. And yet it's the most freeing experience you can ever have. Because when you accept those parts of yourself, they lose their power over you. Most people avoid shadow work because it threatens their self-image. We want to believe we're the good guy in our own story. But Jung warned, no tree, it is said, can grow to heaven unless its roots reach down to hell. To reach your highest potential, you must face your deepest darkness. You can't build light without first understanding where your darkness lives. So how do you begin? Start small. Keep a shadow journal. Write about the moments that trigger you. Who annoys you? Who makes you feel jealous, insecure, or defensive? Ask yourself, what is this emotion trying to show me about myself? The shadow often hides behind the strongest emotions. When something provokes a powerful reaction, it's pointing toward an unhealed wound. Another practice is to observe your projections in daily life. When you catch yourself judging someone harshly, pause. Could they be reflecting a part of you you've disowned? For example, if you despise arrogant people, could it be that you buried your own confidence or self-worth? You can also engage in active imagination, one of Jung's own techniques. Close your eyes, visualize your shadow as a figure, and speak to it. Ask it, what do you want to show me? What have I ignored? You'll be surprised at what surfaces. Sometimes the shadow speaks in symbols or emotions rather than words, through dreams, creative impulses, or even physical sensations. Art is another gateway to the unconscious. Painting, dancing, writing, or music, these allow the hidden self to express what words cannot. Shadow work isn't only about analysis, it's about expression, integration, and compassion. Remember, the goal isn't to kill your shadow, it's to bring it home. When you begin this work, everything starts to shift. You feel lighter because you're no longer carrying the weight of denial. You feel more connected because you're not hiding behind masks. Relationships become deeper because you stop expecting perfection from yourself and from others. Creativity flows more naturally because you're no longer censoring parts of your imagination. And spiritually, you feel a sense of peace because the inner battle between light and dark finally begins to quiet down. Jung once said, "The gold is in the dark." What he meant is that your greatest gifts often lie hidden behind your greatest fears. When you dare to face what you've avoided, you find strength, empathy, and authenticity waiting for you. In our modern world, shadow work is more important than ever. We live in a culture obsessed with appearance, social media filters, curated identities, fake positivity. Everyone wants to look light, happy, and perfect. But the more we suppress our truth, the more we suffer inside. Shadow work invites us to drop the act and be real, to admit, I'm not perfect, I'm flawed, I'm human. And paradoxically, that honesty makes us beautiful. Even in leadership, creativity, and love, the people who have faced their shadows are the ones who radiate real power. They don't need to dominate others because they've mastered themselves. They don't need to prove anything because they've accepted everything. Shadow work is not a one-time ritual. It's a lifelong journey because as you grow, your shadow grows with you. Every new stage of life brings new challenges, new attachments, and new illusions to dissolve. But each time you confront them, you move closer to wholeness. You begin to live, as Jung said, from the self, that deep, balanced center within you where opposites unite. And when you live from that place, life transforms. You stop running from pain because you see its wisdom. You stop blaming others because you understand your projections. You stop pretending because you finally feel safe being who you are. The world itself becomes a mirror reflecting your own evolution. Jung captured it perfectly. One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. Shadow work isn't about erasing your darkness. It's about illuminating it with awareness, compassion, and truth. So the next time you feel triggered, ashamed, or afraid, pause for a moment. That feeling isn't there to punish you. It's there to teach you. It's your shadow knocking, asking to be seen. Don't turn away. Open the door, because on the other side of your darkness lies your freedom.